What's happening, everybody? Here we are, another Thursday night on the grind. Hold on 2 seconds. Let me get over to my business side. So, I've got a cool show set up for you guys tonight, but first, I would like to get to my sponsors. So, first up tonight, we've got Hell Speed Shop, hellspeedshop.com. Cool flannels. Um, they are for sale online and at certain dealerships, and now hellspeedshop.com has a storefront. Best flannels, hats, t-shirts, blankets, banners, stickers. They've got it all. If you need a really good flannel shirt, you've got to get over to hellspeedshop.com and order yourself some stuff up and let them know Kevin with the grind sent you. Excuse me, everybody. Next up, my good buddy Jad over at Jade Affiliated. It's jadeaf.com. Custom motorcycle wheels. They're releasing all kinds of new parts here as of lately. So it's not just wheels, but it is a lot of cool motorcycle related stuff. So go check out jadeaf.com or Jade Affiliated on all the social media platforms. Order you up some of the coolest, best wheels in the industry. Next up, American Drag Seats. AmericanDragSeats.com. You need a custom motorcycle seat? We got you covered. Aftermarket Harley Davidson reproduction seats? We got you covered. Big wheel baggers, we can do the pan, the foam, the covers. We can do the whole 9 yards. Or you can send us a pan, we can foam it, we can cover it. Or you can bring us a seat that someone else built and we'll just recover it for you. But check us out at AmericanDragSeats.com and American Drag Seats on all your social media platforms. Next up, our good buddies over at Urban Rides Magazine, urbanridesmagazine.com. Established in 2019, has became one of the best motorcycle publications in the whole entire world, honestly. Daniel Roby is going to all kinds of shows and events and things all throughout the year, all over the country, hosting the bike shows, hosting the auto competitions, all those things. You got to get over to urbanridesmagazine.com and get you a subscription. What's up, Mr. William Cole? Thanks for watching. And last but definitely not least is if you need a website, hopkins-design.com is where to go. What's up, Pat Price? You need a website, you need a logo, you need business cards, you need pamphlets, you need video footage, you need photos, you need anything you need, print, web, logo, photo, video, period. Hopkins-design.com is where you need to go. Right here in San Antonio, Texas, Earl Hopkins has been a friend of mine for over 35 years. The dude knows exactly what he's doing. He's college educated. He knows what's up. Go check him out at hopkins-design.com. What's up, John? Thanks. I appreciate that. That's going to be awesome to be a part of that. Scotty Roberts in the house, William Cole, Bruno, Uncle Bruno, Pat Price. So, man, tonight's show is going to be. I've discussed this topic before, but tonight I want to get into a little bit different way of talking about it, a little bit different side to talk about it. What's up, Leslie? Good to see you watching. What I want to discuss tonight is, and I'll be honest with you, we went to church. We go to church every Thursday night. So before I come on here, I get to go to church first. So, but what I want to discuss is if you can remember way back in the day, however you got into motorcycles, building motorcycles, painting motorcycles, doing seats, chrome work, whatever it is you do in the motorcycle industry, like Leslie owning a bar. If you remember back to before you did it, before you actually were in this industry, how excited you got and how what your mental mind frame was before you did it. You were excited. You figured out that you wanted to be a part of this industry, or you wanted to build something, you wanted to do something, you just wanted to be in that. And when you got into it, your struggle that you had, because we all have that struggle. You had a struggle where it felt like, man, nobody's willing to help me get the things that I need to be more successful really fast. And I can tell you guys a secret. I'll tell you a story that actually happened to me, but let me keep going for a second before I tell you the story. So when you got in and you decided, here's my game plan, here's what I'm going to do, and let's just do it. And you got in, and then you realized you didn't know everything you needed to know. You needed help. And it just seemed like people were not there to help you. What's up, Robert? You felt like people didn't care. You felt like nobody was there to support you or have your back. So you busted your butt even harder. You tried even harder. You may have worked later nights. You may have done things um, to prove a point. But that struggle that you felt in the beginning, the struggle of, you know, A, is anybody going to like what I do? B, is anybody going to help me? I mean, I can't even get people to answer a question for me. I know you guys have been there. I know you know what I'm talking about. What's up, Doug? And then as you progress through it, you actually did the homework. You did the research. You spent the late nights when nobody was around. You know, you put in the work. Fast forward 2 or 3 years, you've got a little bit of success under your belt. Things are rolling along. You're not quite, financially set where you want to be, but at least you're making a living doing it, and you're in it. You got a whole separate group of people now that are talking to you, that are patting you on the back, that are like, man, I remember you when you didn't do this. I remember when you first started. And it seems like after all the hard work you did, now all of a sudden there's people there that want to kind of take a little bit of the credit for where you are, and I could tell you a story that when I first started doing motorcycle seats, I never first, let us be clear, I never intended on doing motorcycle seats. That was not my plan. My whole plan was I wanted to get the interior in my Camaro redone. But everywhere I went in Pasadena, Texas, everywhere I went, they were just so expensive. And I didn't understand why it was so expensive to cover 4 seats and a headliner. So I just bought a sewing machine from the guy and I taught myself how to do it. And I remember getting so excited when I could sew a straight line. That sounds so um, that sounds so simple. Like how hard would it be to sew a straight line? But coming from somebody that had never sewn, didn't know how, I didn't even know how to thread the machine. But I remember sitting in my shop, working all day, detailing cars, doing audio, all those things. And then after hours, I would stay in that shop even later when I didn't have my son, Devin, when he was at his mom's. I'd stay in that shop 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night, trying to figure out how to, set up the sewing machine, how to figure out how to sew a straight line. And I remember putting all those hours in, and nobody cared. Nobody, even my closest friends, didn't give two shits that I was doing this. But to me, I found something and I was like, man, I can do this. I know I can. But it seemed like I couldn't get any real true help. Like I couldn't get someone to show me how to set the machine up. I couldn't get someone to show me how to do a stitch or how to lay out a pattern and how to do this. And I remember in the beginning, I kind of got like a chip on my shoulder because I was like, no, screw y'all. You don't want to help me? I'm not helping you. You don't want to help me? I'm not helping you. But as time went on and I started getting a customer here and there and I started doing more here and there, within a year's time, actually within about a year and a half, it was a full-time job doing motorcycle seats. But let me back up. So I bought the sewing machine. What was that? Black Friday of 2003. So the day after Thanksgiving of 2003. I picked up the machine 3 days later, that following Monday. And from that following Monday, let's just go on for shits and giggles, say it was December 1st. From December 1st till February 14th. So that's December, January, February. So 2.5 months of owning a sewing machine. I got a job. Somebody wanted me to detail their boat, pinstripe their boat, and I told them for a very, very, very cheap price, I reupholstered their entire boat. And it was like a ski nautique or something. So it was an inboard engine in the boat. And we redid all of the upholstery in the whole boat. It was an open bow boat. So, there's seating up there, the 2 seats, and then the back seat where the big lay down area is, plus the engine cover. I did the whole boat, materials and labor, for $700. Detailed it and pinstriped it. Whole job, $700. But I remember when I did that boat, I took it was almost like, wow, someone's going to pay me to sew. And I've only been sewing for 2.5 months. To date, that boat still looks good. I wish I could get a hold of the customer to get the pictures of it. But my point is in 2.5 months, I was so driven and so passionate about wanting to do upholstery that it didn't matter no one would help me. It didn't matter that there were no YouTube videos for me to go watch and see how to do stuff. Because, you got to remember, this is back in 2003. Okay, YouTube may have existed, but it wasn't readily available every day for everybody. You didn't have the smartphones yet, so you couldn't Google shit. You couldn't do anything. You had to sit on your home computer with the AOL dial-up, and that took fucking forever. Excuse my French, I apologize. But my whole point is that I struggled. And I struggled and struggled and struggled until I got good at it. And then once you get good at it, then people start coming in. And this is a true story, people. I used to charge $100 to do motorcycle seats. You bring me a motorcycle seat, I didn't care what it was on. We did a Boss Hoss. A Boss Hoss. If y'all know what that is, the big Boss Hoss or Boss Hog V8 choppers and trikes. I did a full seat on that thing for $100. The materials literally cost me $75, so all my labor was $25. But I did that for about 6 months, and then I started calling other upholstery shops, asking them what they would charge to do it. And that's how I first got my first prices. Anywhere from $250 to $350 to do motorcycle seats. But the reason I'm telling you this story is because you think if certain things in your life or in your career happen, that's going to catapult you to stardom, like me. I actually, in 2004, August 18th of 2004, I went to, Montgomery, New York, and went to the Tuttles. Now think about it. This is 2004. This is the very beginning of their career. I flew up there, got my materials, did everything, went up there and built them 3 seats on TV. And if you don't believe me, you can watch the episode where they did the Snap-on Tools bike, the red and the white bike. And while they're filming, if you look in the corner, in the distance in the corner, you will see me in the background making motorcycle seats. It's a real deal. So from December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. So that's a total of 9 months. Within 9 months of buying a sewing machine, I was in Orange at Orange County Choppers in Montgomery, New York, in 9 months on their TV show, building them custom motorcycle seats in 9 months. I thought, oh my God, here's my big break. I'm going to get on TV. I'm going to be on the TV, the new chopper craze. I'm going to be on and it's going to make me the most famous motorcycle seat builder out there. And I'm just going to have customers rolling in left and right. Yeah, we all know how that worked out. They never put me on TV. They never did that, even though they had a camera up my butt I was there a whole entire week. I got there on a Sunday and I left out on a Friday. So I was there for the whole week. I thought for sure I would be on the show. But I was never on the show, but you can see me in the background because they didn't edit me completely out. You can see me. But I thought getting on that show was going to catapult my career and make me into something that I did not deserve. 9 months into doing custom motorcycle seats, I thought I deserved to be known as one of the best. But I didn't deserve that. I hadn't paid my dues. I hadn't, done. I mean, I've only been sewing for 9 whole months. You know, don't get me wrong. I got good at it really fast, but fast forward now, my gratitude, I've been doing it for 22 years now. 22 years doing motorcycle seats. And yes, I still do seats for Paul Jr., which is cool, but I do seats for everybody now. But my whole point is that when I first started, I was willing to stay in that shop after my day job all night. I was willing to stay till midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, honing my craft, getting better at what I do. And my compassion, or I should say my passion for what I wanted to learn was so high. It was peaking out. Here I am now, 22, 23 years later. Do I still stay up till midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning doing motorcycle seats? No, I don't. I don't have to anymore. I paid my dues. And when I say I paid my dues, I struggled and I struggled and I struggled and I struggled until it got to the point I was sought after, which meant people were coming to me for motorcycle seats. And you have to pay those dues. But are you grateful? Now, at the beginning of that story, I told you nobody would help me. Nobody was giving away free information. Oh, here, let me help you become successful. Let me teach you all these things so that you can be successful really, really fast. I didn't have that help. And I kind of think there's a lot of you guys that didn't have that help too. But are you ungrateful? Or are you grateful for not getting that help? Me, I'm grateful that I didn't get the help because it made me hungry. It made me go out. It made me try. It made me hone the skills. Now, here's something funny about it, though. How many of you guys know a professional bike builder, know a custom seat builder, know a person in this industry that refuses to help someone else, that will not divulge information because they're afraid that someone else is going to get an easier route than they got? Because I'll tell you right now, I know a lot of people all across the board. I know people all across the spectrum, from auto mechanics to nurses to people in chemical plants to metal fabricators, welders, seamstresses, bike builders, bike painters. I know somebody in every field that I've ever come across that is excuse my French, they're assholes. They think they're better than everyone else because they've gotten some notoriety. They will not help someone else. They will not give anybody any type of good, positive criticism or help to get them further along in their career easier. Me, on the other hand, I've actually sold sewing machines to guys that I've outgrown and shown them everything I was never shown to help them hurry up and not have to suffer and go through everything I did. That's where my gratitude is. My gratitude is I didn't harbor the hate and the anger and the this, that, or the other because no one wanted to help me. I remembered back then that no one wanted to help me, so I didn't want to be that guy. I wanted to be the guy that actually, hey man, if I can help you, I'm going to help you. I'm going to give you information that I've had, that I've learned, that I've earned over the last 28 years, 27, 28, 28 years of being self-employed. There's so many of you guys that watch this show, so many of you people that have talked to me, called me on the phone, texted me. When it comes to business, it comes to anything I can help you with that I have some knowledge on, I give it to you freely. I'm the guy that will help you. I'm not mad because no one helped me. I understand no one helped me. And if I can be of assistance to you, I'm going to do that because that's, in my opinion, that's what God would have me do. God would not have me harbor my talents that he gave me and keep you from having to learn and suffer on your own. That's the way I feel. So the whole premise about tonight's show was, are you the guy that's willing to give away your knowledge for free to help someone? Or are you the guy that walks around with your chest out, acting like you're the baddest mofo in the industry and not willing to help a single person? Because I'll tell you right now, I told you to get these. I told everyone that watches the show on a regular basis over the last 7 years, 7.5 years almost to be exact. I told you guys, watch. You're going to see some of the bigger name, more publicly known bike shops. You will see them start closing down in the next couple of years. And that's exactly what's happening. And almost every one of those shops that are closing down were arrogant, self centered, didn't want to help anybody, and did not want to take any advice from anyone else because they thought they were smarter than everyone else. I won't say the names of the shops because I feel bad for them, because they either one way or another went out of business. And I don't like that. I wish everyone would stay in business and things would stay going the way they're going. But my point to you is that, are you going to be the person that says, nah, man, I ain't teaching you shit. I had to earn it. You go earn it. Or are you going to be the guy that said, hey, look, I don't know everything, but I'll give you what I've got. I'll assist you with the knowledge that I do have. You know what? I'm going to be the guy. I will help you with anything that I feel like will be of assistance to you. I won't be the other guy. Now, I haven't been able to see a lot of comments because I'm pretty focused on what I wanted to say tonight, because it weighs heavy on my heart, because every time I come on this show, every Thursday night, there's always something to talk about, but I feel like a lot of times I just ramble. But tonight, after going to church and understanding that when you come to God, life can sometimes get harder because the devil's going to attack you. I feel like that's saying something to the motorcycle industry. When you're on top, there's only one way to go, and that is down. So it seems to reason to me that if on your way to the top, you made friends and not enemies, that on your regression from the top back down to a stable place, you'll have those relationships and you'll have those people that are still there to help you and assist you in whatever way they can. There's a couple of shops that are good friends of mine, and they've struggled over the last year or two. And I've sat with them on many occasions for many hours, discussing, just talking about what they're going through, what it is they're struggling with, how they can do this. And by no means am I an authoritarian on business, or an authoritarian on painting, or an authoritarian on building motorcycles, but I do have a brain. So when I talk to them, I'm not talking to them from a position of, hey, I'm better than you and I'm going to save your company. I'm talking to them from a position of, hey, man, let's get this round table together. Let's discuss all the things that are going on. Let's put our heads together and see if we can't figure out your problem, or figure out a solution to a problem that you didn't cause, so we can get you to the next level, get you to the next month's rent, or, the next build or something like that, to help you get better. So I do it out of kindness. I do it out of love to see your company do better, not from a position of, professionalism or authoritarian authority, if you will. I do it because I've said it. And if you go all the way back till 2018, when I started this show. I have said it from day one all the way through today. I will help anybody, even those that don't like me and have publicly said they don't like me. Even those people call me and say, hey, man, dude, look, sorry things went the way they went, but I could really use your help. I'm still going to help you. Even if you MF'd my name, even if you drug me through the mud, because I feel like at the end of the day, everything we do, all the paths we cross, is an opportunity to do something good for somebody. Sometimes just smiling at someone and saying hello, that could change someone's entire course of their day. Therefore, could change the entire course of their life just by being positive. Now, we'll say this. Derek, the Upgrade Bolden, was on here a couple weeks ago, and he put a lot of stuff in perspective for me that I had lost over time. He gets up, he has a good day, he's in a good mood. Someone cuts him off in traffic, he just smiles and gets on with it, because he's, like he said, it's just so much easier to be happy than it is to get all mad, get up in your feelings, and get all pissed off about somebody. A lot of really strong mentors taught me along the way. Nick, that's awesome. That's awesome. Awesome. I apologize. I don't know what sad you feel that way means. I'll tell you that I am the best of the best. Okay, purple is pure, real. Okay, you lost me. I don't know where these are coming from, but when you do get the opportunity to listen to someone that's been there, done that, wrote a book on it, sold some t-shirts, listen to them. It's good advice, even if you don't use the advice. Sometimes the advice they give you can lead you in a different direction so that you can do it differently and not struggle the way they did. Other times, it's your turn. It's your turn to pay it forward. It's your turn to actually be there for somebody, even if they don't deserve you being there for them. Will everybody please say hello to my good friend Uncle Bruno. Uncle Bruno's in the house. Robert Fossey is in the house. Pablo and Alma Sanchez, George McCart, John Patang, Craig Rankin, Wendy Jones, my buddy Kevin Beard, Jamie Holstein, Ed Rock's in the house, Chris Carlston, Doug Kime, Ricky Brewer, Scotty Roberts. I mean, we got a full house. Leslie Beaver, William Cole, John Lynch, Nick Elbag. I mean, I appreciate all you guys watching, man. It means a lot. I really, really, really do. But before I end tonight's show, what I would like to say to everybody is this. When you get up tomorrow morning, 2 seconds, thank God for giving you another day to get up and do it again. Second thing, when you go to your job, you open your door or you walk into your job where you're working at, just right when you walk through the door, the second you walk through the door, just say, man, thanks. Thanks for another day being able to do what I do. You will see by saying those words or something similar to that, it changes your entire day. Like me today, I practiced what I preached. I got up, opened my eyes, said, thank you, God, for another day on your beautiful planet. When I walked through my shop door, I said, thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to have a job when so many don't. And thank you for the talents that I have, even if they're not the best. Thank you for giving me this. And I had a wonderful day today. I'm just telling you guys, I had a great day today. And I got a lot done. It was awesome. So I think there's something to what Derek said about being positive and staying positive. Start your day positive. I think it's good. But I don't want to take away from what I said about the business. When you started, try to help someone else. Let the anger go from no one helping you. try to remember what it felt like when no one helped you and not be that guy to someone else, because you really don't know. You could be talking to somebody that all they need to hear is one small little thing from you, one small piece of us. Hey man, when I cover a motorcycle seat, here's how I do it. This is the way that I've taught myself over the years how to do this, and man, this works really, really good. I don't know how you do it, but I was just letting you know that's how I do it. Maybe it can be of some use to you or some assistance to you. Every day I thank God that I am up here looking down and not down there looking up. Amen. John Lynch, after you do this seat, you may be, I highly doubt that, John Lynch. But anyway, everybody, quick, easy show. Share them. If you could, please share the videos. I think Ricky Will is still live right now. So if you guys want to go watch some more live video, go check out Ricky Will's live. I think he's talking about motorcycle stereos. But anyway, I will see you all right here next Thursday. The summertime's coming up. We will be going on vacation. So there may be some upcoming Thursday nights that I may not be doing the show live, but I will let you guys know in advance and everything will be cool. But anyway, thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. Share the videos, like the YouTube channel, and you all have a great week.